Welcome to the Pocatello Business Podcast, the only Pocatello podcast focused on providing profits for Pocatello people. If you love our town and love small business, you are in the right place. We interview local legends, learn business, and have way too much fun doing it. You're listening to the Pocatello Business Podcast with your friend, host, all-around great guy, and owner of New Clean Commercial Cleaning, Spencer Ward.
Hey everyone, we are back again with the Pocatello Business Podcast with the one and only Jackson Pinkoski. He is the digital marketing wizard. He knows it all about Facebook, your Instagrams. He knows how to get you some leads. He knows how to navigate those waters. I know it's confusing for a lot of us, people that have grown up, that we're not millennials and have been born with Facebook at our fingertips. He is the one that has helped me and countless others and continues to help people navigate these waters and to be successful. So we wanted to get him on today to clear up some of the confusion and some of the myths that are out there as well about digital marketing. So Jackson, say hi to everyone in Pocatello, Idaho.
Hello, everyone in Pocatello, Idaho. And I don't think I'm a millennial, by the way. I think I'm on the cusp of that.
That's
right. Well, a millennial, like older than me or younger than me.
Yeah. Jackson, he's a Wisconsin boy, so we'll forgive him for that. But
I'm a California boy, a Wisconsin transplant.
Well, you can't say California on this show, man. People kill for that.
Kind of just kill me.
Okay, Jackson. So, let's get in. Let's just dive right into it. So, let's just start with the myths. What are some of the myths that you see floating around the digital universe of marketing?
Well, I guess probably the biggest myth, or one of the biggest myths, is like digital marketing just doesn't work for me, because and that also perpetrates into another myth that digital marketing is, quote unquote hard. And it's like, I always tell people it's really easy to spend money on Facebook or Instagram or Google. They give you a nice little button that says boost post and put $20 behind it. Before you know it, you've spent $500 and you've got, I don't know, views, engagement. Well, you got something, but you didn't see any monetary return, or you didn't see any return there. So you think, oh, it doesn't work for me. And you never want to go try it again. And so that's honestly like probably one of the biggest myths is that it doesn't work for you, because I guarantee you it works for everyone. I mean, Ben & Jerry's, they sell ice cream in the freezer aisle at your grocery store, and yet they spend so much money on digital advertising. It works for them. It can work for everyone. Your audience is out there. I would definitely say those probably the two biggest myths, that it's extremely difficult to do and it won't work for me ever, that kind of thing.
I like it because I've heard a lot of that. That's just, it's not going to work. It's not going to, I've tried it before, and the people that have said to me, hey, I've tried it before, it doesn't work. Okay, you've tried one thing, one time. Yeah. You've had plenty of experience with this, Jackson. How many times, do you see that it takes to be successful and to find that success level that you're looking for?
It takes a while. Like, I wish that I could, whether it be, business, consumer clients, anything marketing related, anything sales related. I wish if I turned on my first idea, it worked perfect. If I did that every time, you wouldn't be seeing this office background. You'd be seeing a beach in Tahiti, not in Wisconsin, not 30 degrees outside. I'd be warm and relaxed and comfortable because I'd be making a ton of money because I'm a magician, and I'm not. Like, it's not the case, and it requires a lot of testing, a lot of trial and error. But understanding that even if what you perceive as a failure, maybe you did spend a couple $100 on ads and you didn't get a ton of leads, but you did get valuable information either through the customer data, the type of engagement you might have gotten on your post, that kind of thing. It takes a lot of trial and error. And I think having that mindset is extremely important, that even a guy like me I've been doing this for 5+ years now, spent millions of dollars on ads, and there are days where my ideas tank and I fail and I lose money and I don't get results, and it happens. But if I beat myself up over that, or if I quit, it'd be pretty bad.
I like it. So the people that have spent, they've tried one thing one time and they got views, but they spent, $500 a month. Is it all lost? Is it all for vain? Or is there something they can do with what they ran so far?
Yeah. So anything you do, it's not a loss. I challenge that. I mean, you can spend money trying to get anything on Facebook, anything from, just people clicking on things all the way up to people sending you their information or buying something from you. It's just really important that you understand what that goal is that you want to accomplish and what you're going to do with that information once you have it. So like you said, for example, video views, it's a great way to drive, brand awareness, engagement to your post, engagement to your page. And you get customer information. That's like a side effect of it. It's like people come watch your video. They say, hey, I like this business. This is funny, or this is informative. This is something I need for me, myself, my family, my business, whatever it may be. And you end up getting customer information when your main goal is just getting that video view. And the same can be said vice versa. You're going for that customer information. You're trying to get leads. You're trying to get purchases. And as a side effect, you get a ton of brand awareness, a ton of engagement on your post, page likes, follows, direct messages, all this stuff. So there's always side effects to whatever your primary marketing goal is. But understanding what that primary goal is and what you're going to do once you either accomplish it or work towards it. How are you going to leverage those video views? What are you going to nurture further? Are you just going to show them a video and then dump them? Or are you going to send them another video? Are you going to invite them to come like your page? Are you going to get their email address to send them some informative content through their email, and then hopefully get them on a phone to schedule a sale or something like that? I think that's a really critical understanding, and you can be extremely successful with whatever you do as long as you understand what your goal is, what the end goal is.
Yeah, lead them to something. The biggest thing I see is that people have a cool video or something that's informative, and then you click on where they want you to click, and then it opens up to about 10 ways to contact them, when all they wanted was more information about what they just watched or what they just read. So yeah, I think that people do really good at the front end and then start to lose them in the back end because they don't have the right things set up in the back end to retain that person's.
Yeah, it'd be like watching an instructional video on how to make a PB&J sandwich, and then when you click on the link, it sends you to a web page on how to make a pizza.
Yeah.
Or 10 recipes to make in your crock pot. It's like, oh, this is cool, but I wanted to know how to make a rockin' PB&J sandwich.
That's right. It's right. Jackson and I have a mutual friend that is the master at marketing, and he's very big on, not just opening up with saying, hey, let me do this for you, or hey, let me give you a free bid or whatever. There's nothing in there at that point to help them understand who you are, number one, and you haven't provided any value to their life, number two, and that they don't know if they can trust you, number three. It's like, he always gives an example of going up to someone in the bar and picking them up and say, hey, my name's so-and-so, let's go home. That doesn't work very often. I'm sure there is sometimes that does work, but most of the time you have to build trust and find some value there and move forward. So
yeah, I think it's 100% accurate, and I think a lot of people shy away from that because they're afraid of losing the business too. They think, oh, I'm giving them this value ahead of time, what are they going to need with me now? And it's kind of the polar opposite of what ends up happening is that value add builds that relationship. I mean, sure, there are going to be the people who see that and end up not signing with you or not wanting to go any further with your business, but you wouldn't want those as customers, as clients anyway. You want the people that see the value in that and go, hey, this is a company I want to partner with. I see the value in them. I trust them. I like them. And lo and behold, before you know it, that's your way in the door with a lot of people.
So Jackson, correct me if I'm wrong, but say let's take, for example, a roofing company, and they have a video and it has, maybe something funny or of them doing something on the roof during Christmas time, or showing adverse weather. So it catches people's attention that are interested in that. And then it goes into saying something like, hey, here's 5 ways to know that your roof is failing you. Maybe that's something that's adding value to their life and something that's going to add more interest to them. And after that, if they click into that and they get that free copy, whatever it is, because it's free, you're adding value, then you can give them an option to say, hey, excuse me.
There's your roofer.
Roofer, yeah, there you go. Is your roof failing you now? Or, do you want us to set up an appointment right now? So you give them all options. You get their information from them getting your free copy, and you can continue with email marketing with them and play the long game. But some people are going to be ready now, but they're going to go through that method and feel like they can trust you because you've already offered them some value. And I think it's an easier conversion. Did I say anything wrong?
No, that's 100% right. I mean, there's so many opportunities for this kind of stuff, and people love to think they know it all, especially when it comes to their home or their something like roofing. It's like I know what's a good roof. I know if I'm being taken for a ride, that kind of thing. They really don't, and showing them, giving them that value of what they should look for or pitfalls they should avoid, anything along those lines. It's an excellent way to build that trust and, get them thinking like, hey, I've worked with this contractor for so long and he doesn't do any of this stuff, or I have no idea if he does this kind of stuff. It's going to be a huge value add and a really good potential way of building that relationship.
I like it. So what would you tell the people who are like, hey, I want a bunch of page likes on my Facebook page because that's what's going to give me the customers?
If you want it, great. It can be done. You can spend money to do it. I won't tell you that I've had people come to me and say that that's what they want. That's their business goal. And I advise them, we could do it this way. And you could not pay that much and still get page likes. But if you really want something and if you think that's important to you, then it can be done, and more power to you. But it's not necessarily the driver of customers. And anybody that tells you that is taking you for a ride. And I will give you value right now, because I'm going to tell you, you get page likes by going for other goals, and just, you can get page likes from driving people to give you their information, for going for leads, for giving them some informative document or a PDF or some type of lead magnet, a download, something like that. Page likes are a secondary effect. And honestly, having millions and millions of page likes, or even thousands and thousands of page likes, doesn't mean the business is any more trustworthy or anything like that. You still need to get that, add that value and gain that trust from that customer base. And that doesn't necessarily come from somebody just hitting a page like button on their computer or their phone. It's just too easy to do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I like pages that for businesses I've never purchased from, I've never interacted from, just because it's easy and I am too lazy to go and unlike them. Mm-hmm. So the same can be said for if you spend $500 to get page likes, maybe you get 500 page likes. Are they good? Probably not. But if you spent $500 to get 500 leads, I guarantee you'll probably get like 100 page likes, but now you got 500 leads. And those are potential customers.
That's right. Well, especially if you're someone who's putting out a bunch of content, a bunch of videos and stuff like that, and you're a goofball like me and puts out funny stuff that's also informative, people are going to like it because maybe they think it's just funny. Yeah. Even though they're not your ideal customer, but they think it's funny,
Exactly. And another thing too is everybody thinks Facebook is built around advertisers, and Facebook is built for advertisers. It is not. It is built for the user base. It is built for the profiles. Advertisers are just a plus for Facebook. It's how they make money. So they're tailoring the entire experience to make sure the users have fun on their platform. And that is done through content. And whether it be personal content or business content, if people are enjoying the content, even if it's a small subset, even if it's just Idaho, you post a video in Idaho and people in Idaho love it, Facebook is going to show that more naturally. It's going to think, oh, this is good. This page is doing well. I'm going to like this and shine a light on this this business, this page, this person, that kind of thing.
That's interesting.
And that you can go into that's a whole nother podcast episode on just how Facebook works behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And what it doesn't tell you it actually does to your profile, to your business, to your ads, all that stuff.
And how many points of targeting they have on each person on Facebook.
On every single person. Anytime you guys see an ad, and you're like, how the heck did they know? That was probably Facebook listening, Facebook knowing. It has a lot of information on you. And, that's my job, is I utilize it to send you ads.
So Facebook could really just blackmail all of us real hard at one point if they wanted to.
100%. 100%. They know everybody's browsing history. I know people go on incognito to avoid it. It doesn't work. They find you.
Facebook knows it all.
Facebook knows.
If you're a guy that likes My Little Pony, they know. So.
They know. Just be prepared.
They know you're a brony, man.
When you win the lottery one day, you're gonna get a direct message from Mark Zuckerberg himself saying, "Hey, I know what you like."
I like it. So let's finish up with this part. Let's go back to that one time they tried, that one audience that they got some views from. Say they got nothing from it. They can go back again and retarget the people that actually watched the entire video and say, hey, these guys obviously have a little more interest than others that I showed the video to. Let's try something else again and see, and maybe trying to add some value to their lives again this time and see if we can get maybe some conversions from it. That's how it's worked, right?
Yep, exactly. It's cool because you see the video views as just video views, but in actuality, Facebook has all the data for those people that watch the videos. And granted, they won't share you the name, the email, the address of that person, but they will share you the data as like just a blob of information that you can use to actually get conversions, get leads, get purchases, whatever your goal is. So you take that information and you send them something else. You send them value through a lead magnet, another video, even anything to increase that relationship. And then you can finally get the all holy name and email address and even a phone number to call them, which is just going to be, or credit card information even, which is your kind of golden opportunity. That's why I say it's never a failure. It's just a learning opportunity and a way to further your marketing goals. Mm-hmm. And then one thing I will add, because a lot of people, when they fail, they think, oh, I'll just go to an agency, spend money to have them do it for me and they'll do it right. Agencies aren't magic wands. Just like if you're hiring a roofer or hiring a plumber or hiring, anything, you want to kind of have an understanding of what's going on and how it's going to work, and understand that it's not a perfect fix every time.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Well, Jackson, I want to have you on again if you'll be on the show again later on. But I think we should cover maybe some about Facebook Pixels, Google Pixels, and just keep covering the digital universe for these people.
100%. I'd be happy to.
Perfect. Well, I appreciate it, Jackson. Thanks for coming on the show. You Pocatello people and Chubbuck people and Southeast Idaho people watching and listening. This guy knows what he's talking about, so don't give up on your digital marketing. It's out there. We have mutual friends, Jackson and I, that spend thousands, even thousands a day. And they're not spending that because they have the money to spend it and they just want to spend it. No, they're getting sales and leads in return, and they're making a return on their investment. So just to give you guys some confidence that you can do it. You just have to keep at it. So again, thanks again, Jackson, and everyone else listening to the Pocatello Business Podcast. Until next time, adios.
Congratulations on spending a couple minutes getting just a little bit smarter, having some fun, and supporting the Pocatello business community. If you are feeling the love, make sure to subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes, Stitcher, or wherever you are.